In just over a week, voters will head to the polls across Indiana for the primaries. And local church leaders from the United Pastors of Fort Wayne and Baptist Ministers Conference are holding an event for you to hear from candidates beforehand. Joining me are Pastor Robert Bell, Pastor Fred Morris, and Pastor Carlton Lynch. Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for coming in.
Good morning. Good morning.
Pastor Lynch, what spurred this forum? We talked about it a little bit last night. It's been several months in the working here.
Well, you know, a lot of people on many occasions ask, where does the church stand when it relates to politicians and what's going on in city affairs and dealing with government?
Sure.
And a lot of politicians try to come to churches, well, they do come during this time to speak to the congregation on Sunday morning. But we thought, why don't we just pull the church community together, the southeast side, the community of Fort Wayne together, and let's just do one big forum and invite all of them together at one time so we can hear their different platforms.
And Pastor Morris, talk about some of the candidates that will be there.
On the mayor's side, the candidates will be Mayor Tom Henry, Mitch Harper, Rick Stevens, and the city council, Glenn Hines, Teresa Sutton, and Michelle Chambers. There'll be many more, but that's just a few names that are on the list.
Okay. You said about how many? 15
about
to 20?
15 to 20.
Okay. Pastor Bell, what will some of the topics will be discussed there?
Well, some of the topic will be related to some of the things that are going on in our community, but we have left that up to our moderator, who will be Alyssa Iverson, 15 News, has some questions that will bring the topics to the, and then the community will be there also with the opportunity to ask some questions from the audience. Pastor
Lynch, you had mentioned about, you know, where does the government where does the church stand with the government? What are you hoping that voters really get out of tomorrow night?
You know, well, I think that we are in a critical time when it relates to government. You know, same-sex marriage, just so many platforms. I mean, it was a top issue last year dealing with collective bargaining and so forth. And sometimes people really don't know what's really going on downtown. So our hope and desire is that they really get the information, or we're just not voting based on a party, but we're voting based on a person.
Thank you all so much for coming in. We appreciate it. And the candidate forum is tomorrow night from 6 to 8 at True Love Missionary Baptist Church. As we mentioned, News Channel 15's Alyssa Iverson will be the moderator. And up next, Rob will have the forecast, and we'll talk about some events going on today. Stay with us.